Okay. Let's play silver to a a2. I expect the bishop to be here. Mm, I don't know. Bishop 6 should be played. Well, if I were Mabel, I would play bishop 6 here to avoid this pawn to be played. So maybe bishop 6, then I play the go to 7-2, and then he played the f5 pawn and play the bishop here, attacking on the h5. That's my prediction. But well, he's a tough Farouk player, so this the expectable for me to see him play the 7-5 rook opening. It's basically the tough Farouk opening. Okay, here's the thing. If I well if I really play something like if I play something like playing seal over here and make the seal to 5-3, I mean the silver, and try to strengthen the structure over here, which means that well I believe I can break through his structure over here, but uh, I need to abandon this side in the exchange, so which means his king can come to this area at any time. We play this, but I have to make a decision. So I go for this plan, which means that the entering king plan, which means that I need to make sure that my king survive until I get in his camp, because I cannot attack to win the game, because he has too many pieces that I don't have on the board. Well, yeah, like I said that he need to stop me from playing this pawn, and he let me do it. But it is not that bad because I only have the general pieces here. So whenever he can play this later, but because this pawn is already pushed, so which means that the 8 attack here is not really going to work. So I need to see I need to see more moves from him, so I can decide what to do. But well, I already planned for the entering king for the very first move from here, so it looks so stupid, by the way. But it's going to be fun because I believe that I cannot attack his king or to destroy his castle because I don't have the piece like the lance and the lance, the rook, and the bishop. They they're a very important piece for me, and I don't have any of them. Well, in two piece handicap, I always beat him with the 8-5 pawn, something like that. And the bad thing is that after the kill, I have to listen to him like how bad he was, something like that. But hopefully he win this game and no mourning anymore. Just play two piece handicap against me. I don't like the four piece handicap, but well, if I play for teaching like someone in the queue rank, something like that, I would be much happier than playing against the second rank with four piece handicap. If it it absolutely makes no sense. But okay, I don't think I can let him exchange this piece. But he may go for this. But it's attack nothing. Just get a horse here and losing the rook. It doesn't seem word from him to do that. So I don't expect to see the bishop on 5-5. So maybe he will go for the castle or play the silver to 7-7. That is my prediction. Hopefully it is the right one. Okay, it's look harder for me. It's look harder for me to play the entering king by now. So I need to defend first. I need to defend on this area first. Mm, okay, I don't think I want to move this silver. So I share one game to Carolina stream on Sunday, and well I didn't yeah I did chat the game, but I comment on the game that there was a player who played the third fire rook opening, and well I just commented that if I if I play the third fire rook opening and my opponent also play swinging rook, so the game was a swinging rook game, the double swinging rook game that when both sides play swinging rook opening, and I prefer to not exchange the third five pawn because it will become the target later. So I need to do this. Okay, because the rook is here, which means that he's preparing for the knight to be played on 7-7. I believe so. I don't think that silver to 7-7 is a good choice. Maybe not a good choice. So, well, because this happened, he already formed the third fire opening already. So, which means that he will castle his king over here. So I think in the next few move I will be able to move this silver because I'm not so sure about this pawn will be pushed and the rook move to here. This should be honest. So everything is possible here. Okay, because the king is here, you don't play the pawn. You don't play this pawn. So seeing this move, I will play this silver. By the way, guys, don't expect me to win this game because it looks like it's impossible to win the game against against the second rank player with 4 piece handicap. Mm. But I used to beat him in this handicap before, but I don't think that maybe he had a bad time, something like that. Okay, it's now uh round. Uh, so whenever the battle start and the pawn exchange or the piece exchange happen, then I will be able to fight the counter attack after later. So if you can't find any good move or any successful attack in slowly build structure, uh, will be like a piece exchange almost every time. So if if you have that timing for the piece exchange, then you will be fine. Okay, I start to hate this because this pawn will be played, and the silver come over here, but which means that the rook will be stuck on this square. So he need to move the knight because he played the knight on 7/7. So he need to play the move that support the knight attack in the next move. In the next few move, he need to do something to support. So if he fail to do that, then he's so this pawn later. Okay, I need to move the king to here because if there is well, there's possibility like fight for later to protect this square because of the silver drop. Maybe I don't know, but well, most mostly mostly don't. I don't think that anyone gonna do that silver drop. Maybe the pawn exchange first, then you can drop the pawn on this square later. So need to be defend with the king. And because this silver will become target for the knight if he play this pawn. I believe that he may go for the castle first. The bad thing about it is I cannot move this pawn. So, well, that one option for me. I have to wait for the this pawn to be played and the silver to be on this square. I mean, 5/6 square to be able to play the gold to here or here because the rook cannot move to here. So I want him to play something like income later, or even the silver crown, or even the high middle castle. If he does that, then I can move the gold away. Also play this pawn to jump the knight later. That's my plan. So I already planning to abandon this side because if he if he get in and get the lands promoted, it it will attack nothing. So it's just the lands promoted, and he will spend like he will use like many moves to do so. So it should be a very good investment for me. That's why he is busy doing something like this on this side, then I can just forming a very good structure here. It's 1 hour game and I want to sleep now. It's like almost 40 minutes late than usual. Maybe he busy doing something in the morning. I don't want to know what he was doing. Okay, because the look can be here at any time, so I still need to defend this pawn at first. Take like one move to do so. Um, well, it looks like it's okay for me if I don't protect this pawn, but you can move the rook later. Very good 8-5 pawn here. He did he did take the advantage that he have. That's very good for him, I would say. But I also had the advantage too. After the fight start, then well, maybe I can wait for him to start attacking me and then ask for the peace trade and find a very good position to drop the piece and destroy his structure. You have the rook above the lands. That's interesting. We've played this pawn. Okay, I now want to know what happened. Hmm. Okay. What about exchange the piece? So let's exchange this piece because I don't believe that he want to leave this blank. By the way, I will gain the control on this area after this, so you can exchange for the pawn. Yes, you're not gonna do it? Maple, just do it. Just do it. I know exchange the pawn is okay, nothing bad from it. So I believe that he gonna do it. Just maybe rereading the position before taking it, so it's good. But he he already spent like 15 minutes this game, and I only spent like about say 7 minutes. Hmm. And pawn drop, maybe. You can drop the pawn here because the bishop is defending the pawn that you just dropped. And you can move the rook back to here. So the rook is aiming for the king, but I can play the knight later. So it should be okay for me. But one bad thing about this thread is that if he doesn't drop the pawn here, well, I can drop it. But by the way, as you can see that that the bishop is pinning the silver. So it's still hard for me to deal with it. Yeah, move the silver back. So I have one pawn in hand now. And if you start doing this attack and then pawn drop, the rook go back to here. He will have pawn in hand. Mm, well, I have an idea now. It might not be a good idea, but if I play the a5 pawn, well, I believe that this pawn will be pushed. Taking the free pawn with the knight is not a good idea. I can drop this pawn, and if he doesn't do anything, then I play the silver to a. Oh, sorry. Yes, a4, and then the king to a3. Now I'm planning to to do an entry king in very very early of the game. I really hate the choky style. I mean my own style. I really hate about it. Uh, I'm so hungry. Uh, maybe you change the pan. Paint it knight here, dump the knight here, knight take, pawn take, then knight drop. Hmm. I hate you, Maple. I really hate you. 2-4 pawn. Pawn drop. Pawn take. Rook recapture. Then go to 1-3. Rook move away to 1-6. Then pawn drop. Then look attack on this square or go to here. Then I play this pawn, play the knight, or move the gold back here, and it should be good for me. It's not bad, but I believe that the rook may move to this, may move back to this 7-5 later. So let's do it. Because the rook above the pawn is not gonna do much, so I don't. Right, I'm not sure if you want to exchange the. I don't know if you want to exchange the rook for a goal. I don't think it's gonna happen. Pawn drop here, play this pawn, and then attack the rook. So I can play this because you know that actually I can active the knight and also defending this square. So it should be okay for me. But I believe that he's gonna play this pawn drop. So the next move, if you play this pawn, then he promote. I play the knight here and attacking the rook. I play this pawn, getting the gold up here. Not bad. But well, it is still hard. Yeah, like I said, this pawn. It is still hard because I I am waiting to drop the pawn here. So the reason why I do this because I want to create some pressure to his rook here. So the rook need to move back to here. So which means that the attack from him on this side will be stopped. But he has a token here. And maybe move back to attack this pawn, but if we play this pawn later. So it should be okay. Pawn promotion. Knight 2-3-3 square. I didn't want to abandon this side, but I cannot do it immediately because he only have like a middle castle, the normal one. I I either want him to play like high middle castle or income rook, so the rook won't be here, so I can freely abandon this side. But because the rook can move to here, like I predict, so this is the reason why I need to have the gold here, not the silver, because the gold is better at defending. And now the knight move away, maybe this pawn, uh, this token will be played here probably, but I can play this pawn. If he start attacking by the token to 2-2, then the pawn 2-5 will be played. I I believe that uh, he doesn't want this to be happen. And that will be the exchange between the rook and the rook for the gold and the knight. But token will be very very strong. I need to be careful. By the way, if he loses looks, then I can start attacking here, so I don't have to care about this side anymore. Just like I said. Hmm. Hmm. Okay. Should I move this pawn or wait for him to play this token? I so have this pawn to be played. Should I go for it? Yes. If he play this pawn, then I can drop it. If he doesn't, so this pawn a very good move for me because it's pressure. Even though it's not going to destroy the castle, but it will be hard for him to just get away and get into my camp. So as if I need to create some pressure to his build. Hopefully it work. Mm. Well, I will keep saying something like, because you play with like 4 piece down, you need to be playing like high risk high return sometimes. Maybe this not gonna happen, but this pawn will happen soon, I believe. Uh, yeah. So if this pawn, if he play this pawn, then have an option to exchange for the knight take, this pawn take, and then knight drop here, attacking the rook. But well, as you can see that I I did some investment for letting him having the token here and trying to trying to make his token useless. But what I can say about this token, it will become a very important move in the end, important piece in the end game because it can move to here, or it will create a space for the king to run. Okay. He want me to like have he want me to exchange the pawn, and it will happen. Hmm. If I don't take it and move the gold, he take the pawn, the gold take the gold capture, and he dropped the pawn here, the gold come back to here. Which means that I allow him to move the token to 2 square and attacking the knight later. I'm not sure if this is a good idea. Hmm. Maybe just simply simply take the rook, make the rook take the pawn, and then pawn drop attacking the rook, and he can play silver later. I don't know if he really going to do something crazy like entering king. Oh, hello, Shogi Harbor. Wow, are you surprised that you here? Well, hopefully you can help me. This guy crazy. He asked me for 4 pieces handicap, and he is the second rank player. I believe I can do it because I used to beat him 4 pieces handicap, but in that case he played Anaguma Castle. I don't know why I feel happier when he play Anaguma, not something like this, more aggressive, and it shouldn't happen. So well, talk about the positions. Well, he is in advantage for sure, but he need to be well. He need to play something else, like not attacking like this, but this very slow attack, and by the way, open up the king head, and I believe that there will be like the knight exchange later, which I will offer for the knight trade here. By the way, because I have the pawn here, some some other goal move to let him have the token here, so which means that I can now pressure him on this area. But it's still hard to cast his king because I am down with 4 pieces. It's not going to be easy. Hmm. I still believe that he will play this pawn. I don't know why, but I really want him to do that. Otherwise, he will, because he played the knight. Like I said, that if you don't play any move that support this knight play, then this will make your rook get stuck, and it's not going to do any offensive play later. But if you play something like this, or even this pawn is to be okay. Uh, this pawn is maybe not good, but I would like to back me so he positive move for the knight play earlier. and also he had the pawn here, and my king is here, so the rook is pinning the king by the way, but it's still defendable for me. Because I have this pawn play, so I need to be careful about the rook is being here. So one good thing for me is I can offer for the knight trade at any time. So if I feel like the knight can be doing something very good for me, and also I can play this pawn. If he take it, then pawn drop. I don't think that he's gonna do it, but maybe he will drop the pawn here. It's going to be fun. Okay. Well, I'm thinking about now start attacking with the gold and the knight by if we play this pawn, the next move will be to go to 4. Uh, if he doesn't take it, but I believe he's gonna take it. By the way, if we play this gold first and then pawn pushed here, and then go here attacking the rook go back, then pawn drop, and then I play this pawn up to here, and maybe go here at the knight here. This will be painful for him, I believe. Well, so let's first start with this pawn push. From very first few, I was this side and let him just, if you want to keep attacking, just let him do it, and I will find a way to make my king get into his camp by very first few move. But then now the plan been because of this pawn exchange on these 2 5. So I will make use of it later. This is going to be the offensive side for me, and then I will try to defend on this. Now he dropped the pawn. Okay, it's interesting because other pawn promotion. What he gonna do? Okay. D4 piece handicap. Should I play this pawn? Mm, I have a plan. I have another plan as well, I think. Well, if I play this pawn and then try to force him to do the knight exchange later, so I can drop the knight here and drop the pawn. We're gonna take like so many moves to do so, but he had 2 tokens here. This will become the problem later. So maybe this pawn first, then, or maybe the go here, pawn promotion, then pawn to 6 square. Rook take, go to 5, then rook move back here, pawn drop, and it's gonna take like 2 moves to be able to attack the knight. So that the token move back here. No, not gonna work. Hmm. A nitrate here. Okay. What about pawn push here? Rook take, and maybe first. start start trading the knight first here. Knight take, pawn take, then he create a token and I sacrifice this pawn. The rook take it and the knight drop here. I believe that the silver will come up here and drop. If silver take the knight, the recapture. So I have the silver in hand. Mm. If I play this, the knight here, the knight take, pawn take, then the bishop will be able to take the silver later, so it's not going to be good for me. Just do it. Just do it. I may lose. Okay. But wait a second. If I if I attack the rook with a knight drop, mm, then can if the rook want to stay on this line, he should probably move away to this square and maybe these three square. If you go for this, then I will play this pawn. What am I doing? Mm. At the start of handicap shogi is you need to find a way to use all the pieces that you have on the board and what you will have in hand to play against the opponent that has so many pieces up against you. It's not well because he lost to me 2 pieces handicap like so many games. He asked me for 4 pieces handicap, and I wasn't really happy about it because I don't want to play two. I don't want to be a 4 pieces handicap. Even two pieces handicap is really hard for me. But because I have the land, so I don't have to do something like let him have the token, something like that, and he cannot commit to attack my 8-5. So it's a big difference. Don't know why, but I feel like I have to let this happen. Oh no. The goal move to here. Hmm. Okay, if I move the goal to here, and he take, then no, not gonna take. He's not gonna take it. I'm quite sure about it. Not gonna take with. I don't know. Maybe if possible, if he take it, it's gonna be fun because I will get the land for free. If he take, then I play the goal here, and if he try to protect with the rook here, then I will play this pawn and go here attacking these 2 pieces. But it's not going to be that easy. He can't just like promote it here. But this pawn will be played. I have a feeling. Okay, so let's do go to 3-4. Hopefully he drop the knight here attacking the goal, but I don't think that's gonna happen because if BP becomes useless knight as he blocked the rook to come here. So I expect him to maybe take this pawn or maybe playing this token. Um, the reason why I play this go because I want to chase his rook to get away from this flank. So if I drop the knight here, the rook go back to here. I can play this pawn and then the knight later. So the knight get away from the token and attacking the castle. I cannot say attacking. It's just pleasuring his castle. Oh. Mm, yes, go for it. Then knight drop. Oop. If you go this square, then maybe the pawn sacrifice. The rook take. The silver come up here, attacking the rook. The rook move back to here and drop the pawn, attacking the rook. The rook move to here, and then we kill his rook finally. Wow. So I don't think he had options that go back to and then I play this pawn. That's why the knight exchange is good for me at some point. Yeah, finally, Maple, you go away from me. Let's do it. Well, because he had like two tokens here, so he doesn't have pawn in hand anymore, which means that I can just see him move the knight here, and there won't be the pawn exchange on this square. So which means that his his pawn exchange on the second file is not good. Mm. So we kill the rook if he want to stay on this flank. We gonna kill the rook. So he doesn't want me to kill his rook, so he moved back to here. Wow. Yes. Finally, we get away. Um, I have an idea. Like this pawn take on 3-6, then go move up here because he cannot defend this pawn, so he can take it and start attacking using this pawn. So if you have like two pawn in hand, mm, well, I don't know if you guys understand what I'm trying to explain, but if you don't understand it, just you can leave the message what you don't understand, so I can explain it. But this is the right is the live games. It's not a post game analysis, so it's maybe something wrong with the reading. So what I'm trying to explain to you guys is to how much I care about a very small detail in opening. What are you trying to do? Nope. Oh, hello, Shogi explain. I don't know if I made mistake, he will have a really great day for sure. So I cannot do any mistake. If I had another knight in hand, so I can drop it here. So this knight drop is very good. I'm so proud of myself, to be honest. Well, I told Mabel to be to be careful about my pawn drop, something like that, and he knew about it. By the way, I cannot say that I'm very good at using the pawn, but I think that the right word is to be able to read the situation, like when I should drop the pawn, and as you can see that uh oh, I cannot get back to the previous move. Maybe we can do it later after the game. By the way, I did explain why I played this pawn at first, and he started attacking this pawn. I defended, and so this result, the result of doing this is he dropped the pawn here and having the token, but he doesn't have the pawn in hand anymore. So I did some investment on let him doing some pleasure in the area that is not really important. So he can start attacking, but the attack will stop at some point of the game. So when you have like this token, and you can see that it they don't do anything to my king by now, but it's going to take like more than 7 moves to be able to make my king having a hard time. Okay, finally he played this pawn. And I said that he should have played this pawn earlier to support his knight play. And I see too late now, Mabel. So, because you just caused your bishop diagonal, you will play the price for sure. Um, I will somehow sacrifice this pawn later. Uh, Not bad move, by the way. Moving this first, then pawn exchange. Well, but I have to be very careful because Toki is very strong, right? But in this case, the token is like I would say at least uh, one token. This one will become effective later if I let the game going. But what I'm trying to do now is to destroy his structure on this side. So I'm trying to find way to start attacking by trading this gold for the silver. And if he does some mistake here, then maybe we can just have the silver for free. But I don't think that's gonna happen. Okay, first we trade the pawn, and I take it. Maybe this pawn pushed first, then if you play this, no, not gonna play it because I have the pawn drop here. Well, if you take it, then I take, then pawn pushed here, then we start attacking by dropping pawn here. So he need to defend. He cannot play the pawn to a5. It's going to take like more than 10 moves. So he need to keep playing this token, which I believe that's not gonna happen. But by the way, I did explain that this token will be very good at defending his king when his king is entering my camp. So it will be impossible for me to catch his king. So now I have like two pan by now. First of all, if I successfully destroy uh, the structure on my right hand side over here, it means that the same thing that I am planning. Because I don't know what would be pawn sacrifice. So if you want to maintain, I don't think so. Maybe drop a receiver that I will have soon. If the rook move to here, then we play the knight here. And it will fall, so he need to take it with the silver. So it's going to be the silver exchange, and then the silver drop here will be a very big trade for him. Uh, okay. Maybe the wrong one. Okay. We can do it by now. Maybe if you take the gold, then they have the token here. First plan, we both do the entering king. I'm not quite sure if I can do it now, but I have like some small hope on attacking on his left hand side. A lot this area I should win if I play it rightly. Let's see map of what you're gonna do. Alright. Okay, he's attacking the goal, so we go for it. See the same side of the rook is it's very difficult. Yes, it is. I experienced it before playing against Maple. Let me let me he he let me do entering king once, and you know what? And he won by the impasse. That's really painful for me. And I told myself that this won't happen again. If I do the entering king, I need to make sure that I will win. So if he take this pawn, I will drop the pawn here. I would expect to see the knight move to here, then I take it, and then go take, then the king take, and then silver drop. And if rook move to here, then I drop another knight here, silver take, knight take, then I can take the bishop for free. Well, this is just a very, it's not really long, it's not really long line that I read, by the way, but it's just like only when move ahead that I just can predict that would happen. Maybe the pawn take is and pawn drop, knight take, knight recapture, then go take. You cannot take with your silver because of this pawn promotion. So, but in the game that I lost my pieces, uh, I only have the piece that defend Aragwa castle in his camp, and I cannot do anything. So that's why he won the game. And if he continue playing, he doesn't win the game. Will be in in our game. Him the respect of the game. Not for free because it will become something exchange, but with the extra bishop I will have in hand at the yeah. Oh, really? Mm, I I don't know what happened. Is it okay now? But it's going to be not the silver that I have in hand. Hmm. Having the gold in hand is okay. Yeah, I need to change to have one. It was taken yesterday, but I don't have the mic yesterday, so it's really hard to tell when the problem comes. Is it okay now? Is is it okay for now, or you don't hear anything? Okay, let's do it. Take with the king, and I drop.
the goal here to move to knight drop, silver take, knight take, move up, then knight take the bishop, probably. I would be really happy if he takes with the silver, but we all know that this is not gonna happen. If he take with the silver, if we fly to America and punch him and scheme what we did now. 90%, okay. I don't know what happened exactly. I don't know who I can ask for this issue as well. I will Google it to find out what happened the with the stream. By the way, guys, can you play 4-piece down? What can I do with it? Can you give me the? Can you give me the bishop for free? If he can just start attacking me. That's real hero. But because I spent like minute to play this move, so I believe that he would see this gold drop and the knight drop here. Wow. Ooh, try to activate. Okay, but I think we plan to get away. take. Okay, I will take this pawn and then play knight here. Get a king. Now you can take it. I don't expect that to happen as well, to be honest. But according to my offensive play about these three pawn and get the knight away to here, it somehow resolved that I fire the knight and take with the king. I want my king to be. Hopefully I have my king here. And we will do an Akumat castle. Ooh, wow. It's really hard for me. This is really hard. Yes, so yeah, plan. I, I think I already mentioned that I will be there.
これより秒読み
Both
に入り
side
ます。
playing entering king. For now, I only. It's still hard to tell right now, but well, oh, we have this option. For is 8 for 19. I have this promoted knight here,
30秒、
but I have an advantage of
40秒、
entering king because I have his bishop here, so we will be using it very soon. Oh no, I have to delete it. What are you doing? Yes. If you go for it, you should. I think I have to take the knight. I have no choice. But take the knight and take this. Maybe we take this pawn first. Then we take with the king. Should be with the yeah, should be with the king. And the gold take the silver. And the king we capture. And then the silver drop here. Maybe try to use
30秒、
this pawn for his dead. Maybe I'm not sure. We need to see what he
40秒、
is going for. But well, losing the gold maybe is not a good idea because I can't drop it here. Take it, then I have to.
50秒、1、
So yeah, he doesn't do that. Well, okay. I don't know. Let's just take it first. Hmm?
30秒、40秒、
Okay, now. Ooh. What is he trying to do? Maybe I don't know. Maybe something maybe like pawn drop here. But wait. What if I drop pawn here?
30秒、
Interesting.
40秒、
I'm waiting for dropping the bishop here, by the way. I don't know that. I believe that there will be something like gold. Go the gold exchange in the future will probably happen. take with the knight. I don't know. I know that I can take this pawn with the knight and take it. I don't know why he dropped it. I still have no idea why this happened. Maybe the knight dropped here. Okay, I don't think that's gonna happen. The knight drop. Maybe happen. We cannot make sure about Maple.
30秒。
Yeah, that the knight leave. Yes.
40秒。
Okay. We want to drop the knight here, maybe. Let's see what we can do. Should we drop the pawn here first? Okay, well, I will drop the pawn here first. Okay. Ooh. Oh, don't say that, baby. The silver taking the knight, probably. But I can drop the bishop here and promote the bishop here.
30秒。
And if he take it, then just drop the knight here, attacking, and he can take the rook because I
40秒。
the silver here. Hopefully I can share this game on Carolina stream on Sunday.
30秒。
So, but I did some explanation of the game, but you know, it is a live game, so I cannot tell you that it's going to be very accurate one. I want to drop the silver here. That's pretty good move. That's pretty good move. Well, pawn promotion here. Silver drop. Don't fit the silver drop. I go for the entering king with this token. I need to read it carefully because if I misplay something from if I play something wrong from this position, I'm not gonna win the game. So the first option that I have is to promote this pawn. If I do that, then he dropped the silver here, and I move the king up to here, 7-4. Then he take the go on 7-5, the king recapture, and then okay, start to see the disaster of this pawn promotion. Wow. Well, I think I have an option to just simply defend. Just defend. We should defend against this super drop first. Well, remove the attacker first, and then you start your attack. So we just can't play. If
30
watching,
秒。
oh, okay, they have the same. 1, 2, 3. Okay, it's 1, 2. Only 2
40
people
秒。
different.
50秒。1、2、3、4、5、6、7、8、9。
Oh, finally come. The end attack has been played. Can I ignore it? I think I can. Go for this and then pawn drop. Okay. Yes, I think they are the same case, but well, basically it's only 2 people. So many watchers I have. Yeah, quite weird. I think they're like get in and get out, get in and get out, something like that.
30秒。
Thank you, Maple, today. It is a very good day. I will sacrifice 2 pawns for this land because I don't want my token to be here. Instead of having the token here, I would have the token on this square. Okay, it will cover this square, so it cannot drop the knight attacking the gold. And by the way, this token can go back to here in one move. Well, if you watch Choi Harbor stream, and
30
she always
秒。
complaining when she see something like the gold just move diagonally upward, and then
40秒。
and then it needs to go back to the same position that it was. Then you need to take like
50
2
秒。
moves to do
1、
so, right?
2、
So here
3、
comes the new
4、
tactic.
5、
Sacrifice 2 pawns for it.
6、
That easy.
7。
Oh my god, Sam, why you do that? No! No! Oh! Oh, that. No, Rebel. You just. You shouldn't do that. Oh no. But now it's 6.222. And well, he only have like 2 pieces, but in my camp, so it's like 2 pieces here, and then I have 2 pieces in his camp, so 2 pieces here. So the score is like 22 for me and 6 for him. Because I have this bishop in hand, there's no way to stop you from entering, and you already have my bishop, so you probably win on point count. Yeah. See, So Airplane, when when you say that you want to know how to play the Dragonfly handicap, right? So I would suggest that you play. I think that you play handicap with someone. Well, in shogi handicap, I don't know about chess handicap, but I think that it's completely different than the chess handicap game. Well, in shogi we have like the the impasse score that will be called after both cycle for the entering king and one percentage to 27 points, I believe. And well, I need to reply him. I do. So the impasse is very important for handicap game because I play for winning, which means that I will do whatever to win the game. So most of my game that when I give my opponent like a 6-piece handicap, 4-piece handicap is mostly the game will be like the entering king end game. So like, but if you rewatch my stream this time, you will see that I mentioned about the both side of doing entering king. So like I said that he even in like from let's go back from here. I mentioned about the entering king from this move, I believe. So chess handicap is so hard. There's no saving entering king type tactic that I know how to play entirely for the initiative F5. I understand. Uh, well, I want to explain you that well in shogi, not only the impact score that will be count in the end game, but there's the process or your game plan during the opening and the end to the end game. They must be connected to each other. Like from here, I was I was mentioning about the entering king because he played this rook to the rook to 7-5, right? So after seeing that, I well I did mention the entering king from this move, and you know what I was doing is supporting my game plan. I defend this pawn to be exchanged at first because I want to be the player who defends for it. And as you can see that I leave these two general protecting this square. So well this is going to be like 1, 2, 2, 4, 3, which means that I win this area. Sorry, I win this square. So the meaning by I win this square is that I can offer the pawn trade at any time, right? So because he is here, we're gonna do this quick and then after. Oh my god. Okay. He played the knight here, like I mentioned, right? And the reason why I moved this silver up here because he's trying to do the castle on this side for sure. So this will be his castle side. But this is using talking point about winning area. Well, after seeing this move, I'm quite sure that that is the rook move to here that will available. The 8-5 attack that will available for him, but because there is the rook above the pawn, right? And he doesn't have any piece that attack, like to make the rook that support his attack here. So the bad thing about this is he need to play this pawn to destroy this area, which I don't think that this pawn move will be very good move for him. Which I have no idea. Okay, here I need to. I don't know if he getting angry or something after the game. Hopefully, after the game. So, by the way, well, let's say that. Well, I see the pawn. I don't want to see what's going to ask. I don't see. Can answer the other opponent, please. Do you know any good collection of handicap game? To be honest, I don't have any collection, but I am doing the collection myself. Now I'm collecting the game that mostly my game because I only know that myself playing handicap game here. But I'm doing the collection about the handicap. But by the way, if you want to have if you don't have that collection, I can share it to you. Don't know, maybe if maybe Uh, I have one game, but it is still I'm still like adding some more. I have handicap collection here. We hit the game. Not this one. But I have like a 6, 7 opening. I'm still doing. Game study and my own opening study. uh Most it's mostly the game like this. Do you want it? But well, if you want me to finish the PTA first, if you don't mind that, after I finish everything, I will send it to you so you can come to see it anytime. Anything that is finished, I will going to public it. So I have like the private study over here and some study that I already published, like the game versus journey step one, something like that. And it does explain to how you evaluate the situation before attacking and like finding the way to start attacking, something like this. Uh, so I did explain something that is good and bad about this. Also, I have a correction of the 8-5 pawn as well. I think he got upset. I just do something else, well, come on. How are you going to be clear? Well, in the PTA you need some time because it actually different from the game that you are playing. When you're playing, you see something different than you see something different than doing some PTA stuff, things like this. So in PTA, it doesn't like okay, you need to move in like 5 seconds after I move this because I believe this is a good move. So what is the point of doing so? If you want to do the PGA for study, and also I'm not a professional player, when they discuss about the game after the game ends, they can't be a very clear answer for it's good or bad, and it's always end up by both sides playing more than like 50 moves, something like that. It's not going to help you improve anything. So I watched Karate Kid one. It's very famous in my country, and well, sadly at that time it quite an old movie, right? The guy, uh, who is a yeah black, yeah. I don't mean to be graphic or something, but when I say the guy, so there and this guy famous star. So I don't mean to offend anyone. Just dedicated to misunderstanding me. And well, at first, when I say something like this, I'm sorry for I have to say sorry for because my English the English is not my first language, so it might misunderstand. Oh, not this one. I only watched this one. So which one? This one? No, not this one. Not this guy. I believe. What about this kid with karate pose? Okay. Oh, you mean this one? Wow, never seen this one. Okay, so that's like another. Well, it's like the season 2 of the film or something, and then I never watched it. This film was like 10 years before my birth, so this film is older than me. But I was born in 1990, and I believe that I believe that that's why I never seen this one before. But as as you may not know, that I like to watch the film from a very a very old film and the old TV series. I don't know if you heard of CSI New York. This is my favorite CSI series, and I remember buying all the series with the Blu-ray disc, and Blu-ray disc was very expensive at that time, and I bought I bought all seasons, and it's still in my house by now. It's like in the collection on the shelf, so everyone can see it, but no one can get access to my personal belongings. And this is only TV series that I bought the collection of it. I'm very proud of it. But there's something that you may interesting to see as well. Let me see which one. Okay, this one. I don't know if it is this one. Yes, I believe so. This one should be used. Oh, I did my own study about the double wing attack. I actually, but it's not public. It's for the people who I'm coaching. So I have just some small study for them. I don't know why this game. So yes, it should be in my profile. The NG level 8, and I play the handicap again. It will be here. NG level 8. Because at least I sent it. You mean this game, right? Well, I play again NG level 8, and I lost it. In case you don't know that, I play this called 11i Castle in Shogi, but it should be on this side. Normally it should be on this side, but well, the reason why I play again the engine is because I want to just create something new to my opening. And I went for a very aggressive play here inside. It's, well, if you Google it, I think, yeah, you Google it, I think it's in Wikipedia as well. Yes, 11i. It's normally will happen in like bishop handicap game like this one. No, what I'm doing. But well, if we go back to my study, and you will see something that's similar to this opening, which is the king to 6/7. Here. But normally you will have the gold end up on this position. So by the way, the professional handicap game, where does it happen? Like did anyone pay for playing against pro or something? I may miss it, but I believe can do that. Cement Castle. Oh, interesting. Okay, I get it. That is a game that Journey play against the professional player, and it was two-piece handicap game. I remember coaching the coaching journal to see how important the 5/5 square is in two-piece handicap, and he did very well against the pro and won the game. I this is study for. I have a study about the 8/5 pawn. I want you to see it. How to? Oh, this I think it's this one. Yes. Okay, this one. By the way, should we explain? Do you think that this is a win for? Is it a win for this side? I mean, for the center, for Chitate. So it's handicap game. It's a good handicap. By playing this move, I reply with this move. Well, when I play handicap game, I need to say that normally when people only people have like this position that play, they have the pawn here first, and they think that this is okay for him to start attacking, because it will be like 3-4-2 on this square, right? On 3-4. So let's 3-4. It looks like a win for Chitate, but it is not, because there will be an outplay against the 8/5. I did study about the a5 when a5 pawn like 5 or 7 years ago that I trained to play the a5. Yes, it is, but because there is a difference between having one pawn in hand and two pawn in hand. Like when I take it, you can see that if he had if he had two pawns, he can drop it here, land take, and drop it here, land take, then bishop come here, and it should be the win for Chitate, right? But you only have one pawn, so this gives me one move tempo from this position. And surprisingly, I win because of this. So if I would say that if he had two pawns in hand, I will protect this square with the gold. And the reason why I don't protect this square with the gold because he doesn't have enough pawn to do that. But it looks like a clear win for him, right? Dropping the pawn here, that defending by the bishop, so he cannot take it, and the lamb can take it. It looks like a win for him. By the way, this happened, but you have this pawn drop. So this bishop and the pawn is aiming for this square. So it's not only him that attacking me this square, but I also attacking him this square as well. in shogi, a5 is, well, it looks easy to play, but to find the outplay for the a5 is not really easy because it can resolve like in 5 different ways. For example, if both sides have like this, for example, if this pawn were not played, you have this, and this is the first possibility, right? Two pawns that fighting each other for winning this square. And another one is you play this pawn and this pawn. And another one is you let your opponent play this pawn and this pawn. Also, there's a difference to not play the a5 pawn as well because some castle doesn't it doesn't be good with the a5 pawn play like Yakura. Well, in shogi proverb, there's something weird about it. If you play a5 pawn, if you play Yakura, and another one is do not play a5 pawn when you play Yakura, it's weird, isn't it? But however, is it possible to have this idea to play it and to not to play it because you need to answer your opponent attack. If they play like climbing silver, you should not play the a5 pawn. If they play reclining silver, you should play a5 pawn. That's it. Yeah, Yeola is such high castle. The reason why this statement is made because in two pieces handicap, if you play such a high castle like Ninkamuri, like Takamino Castle, Takamino Castle, and Tower Bino, Tenshukaku Mino, something like that. When you get to this rank, it won't be able to move because there will be the pawn block the rook to move to, right? So that is the idea why you don't play a very high castle in two pieces handicap. But you can see that well, I believe not everyone would see something like this. How to cover this play, right? So I did this study. This study come from the actual game that I play, and I remember that I spent like 5 minutes in one mode to see this line. But I think this slide mean that I just let my opponent attack here by not defending with the goal because I saw this slide that playable for me. Well, I did a lot of study. If you interested in reading my work after I finish something like correction, something like that, I will send it to you. So well, it's really important, is it, to know that you have enough weapon in your hand, like you have enough pawn in your hand to create such a beautiful attack here. But well, to to let someone attack easily, I use like fixed rank account to play this game, as I remember, and well, at least if it was my opponent, I saw that I was fixed rank, and my opponent is fixed rank, and I think I can do something like this, and this will be easily win for me. Do you think that it's gonna happen? It's not gonna happen, by the way. So I told him after the game that, well, if you see something that easily if you see the line that easy to destroy my structure, believe me that will be the counter play. Yes, I teach people because I want to play a really fun game as well. I even give up my king title on TTK, but well, Shogi Harbor said that you are still the king, so I just suggest that I want to play all games, so I don't really care about the title, to be honest. That winning or losing is not really important for me, but it is fun to play with people, isn't it? We have like a very good time and we learn from each other. It's not only the beginner that will learn from you, but somehow, like you mentioned, the chess player are surprisingly strong in handicap game. I believe so because most of my students are the chess player, and well, I have only one person who play Go and then switch to play shogi, and somehow very different because we play like 3 hour game. It's quite long, but it is a teaching game, so I do teaching while playing as well. So that's why it's very very long. And there's the difference between Go player and chess player. And I thought, oh my god, how she becomes strong very very fast. She think about what I'm playing, and she absorbing the skill of using the pawn drop, the pawn sacrifice, something like that, which is very very useful in shogi. If you need a pawn, only one pawn that can destroy all structure. By the way, this is going to be very late here, and I want to finish it. I will do it next week as well, and I will have. I'm not sure if my opponent will show up, but have you played a handicap game against Sophie lifestyle yet? Not really. I don't know him. Is he in the server? I mean, Shogi Harbor server. Oh, no problem. I wanna know him now. Maybe I can have a game with him. Pot to the chef. I'm not. I'm not sure I see this guy. But well, if you see me ping, if you see me use the ping wanna play, maybe you can tag him something like that. Yeah, I don't mind to play with beginner, not to bully them, but well, it's going to. I will make him having a really hard time for sure. But if you help him learn a lot of how to use the pawn, something like that. By the way, I will stream it if there's coming up event this week. Maybe the handicap side mount. Hopefully, I can get like 5 or 6 people. So not too much because I want to do the post game analysis in every game after the event finished. And also I will have the game with Muse Iron Gray. He learned a lot from me. I'm very happy that he improved very fast and continue improving. Although I don't earn money from him, so don't be understanding. Just teaching people for free is not bad. But mostly the money that I receive from teaching is going to be spent on showcase stuff like the book that I want to read for you guys and like that. So I don't know if there will be the Discord event if I create a Simon, but yes, I am thinking about doing Simon. And I didn't stream for a long time after breaking up with my girlfriend. I need some time to be alone. That might not be a very good excuse, but I don't have any passion to do it at that time. But now I'm okay, and I get back on stream again and to share my experience with you guys, and hope you get something from my stream, from the game that I play. Well, I don't know when you just came to see my stream. I mean this one, but so if you want to know what I was saying at the early of the game, you can just rewatch it. Because I mentioned a lot of things that would happen and it actually happened in the actual game. So I think I will call it a day for today and hope to see you guys this week again. I will hold a side mount and I will put it on Discord. And surely I will learn how to make the Steam better with a better quality and maybe adding something fun for you guys, like some activity like to vote for the winner, something like that. So yeah, thank you for watching and stay safe from the COVID-19 that doesn't look like it will be end very soon. Yep. So hope you guys stay safe and watch my stream. Hopefully my stream will be helpful for you guys. So thanks for watching and see you again on Baby Discord. I will tell you when the timeout start. So goodbye.